Greetings, and welcome to the most calm and peaceful and zen episode of Sunset over Vengalia that will ever exist. There shall be no chaos, there shall be no shenanigans, no tomfoolery, no fuckery.
There is
Today,
only soul.
God damn you. Couldn't even get you fired.
There's only Zool.
It's okay. I only just looked left and realized we were live, and I was like, "What is this? What's it doing?"
I love Dustin attempting to actuate order out of us.
I knew there was zero chance it was going to happen, but I had to.
You had
for
to get
one,
an attempt.
For one glorious moment, I had to pretend I was responsible.
Did you read The Secret recently, and you're trying to manifest?
Oh,
No, what is it?
No,
me
no,
more.
no, the book.
no.
Okay.
Oh. Well, no. No, welcome everybody. Hey, it's good to see you. Episode 65, not 47, not 46, not 49, none of those in between numbers, 65. I don't know if you realize this, but that means it's more than a year. And that's pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good.
There's nothing inaccurate about any of those statements.
50% chance I was going to be right.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We love you guys. I miss Conlon though. Hi Conlon.
Hi,
Hi,
Love him.
Conlon.
He's so guys, I have to tell you, Conlon admitted to all of us he's a thespian. So we're really supportive of that. So we just want you to know that when Conlon comes back, we want to just congratulate them on their decisions, and just let them know that we stand behind their stage performance. But Conlon is in a play, and today is like dress rehearsal or something.
He's off
correct?
thithering
Through and fro. So that we're just why am I thithering? What's something wrong
Who
with
was
you
this smart ass idiot that put the letter F in the word lisp?
Oh, good
Good
God.
Lord.
I'm pissing right now.
this joke, my joke derailed so poorly. I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, don't you wish we'd gone back to the zen and the peace and the harmony amongst all yes. Anyway, episode 65, we are excited to be here. Check out our sponsors. We have day 20. We've got what's going on with day 20. Do you have a new thing that you're promoting?
We just put out a one-page RPG. If you would like to tell a game that is a GM-less one-page RPG all about like secrets and rumors, it is setting agnostic, so you could be like spies trying to overthrow a tyrannical government, or a bunch of Regency-era debutantes all sharing the latest gossip. It's basically just like a way of setting up sort of like shared secrets in a pool, and you are using them to exchange them to accomplish secret goals. Not a sponsor on Fairlife, whatever you're drinking.
I was trying to get a sponsorship. I was like, hey,
Hashtag not a
sponsor.
sponsor. Incredible. You just completely derailed my brain. But it's very similar to if you've ever played Coup or Resistance or any of those sort of like light social deception games. It's based around that, and yeah, should be a fun time. Go check it out over on Itch. Get itchy with the itch.io.
No.
Itchy. I don't know.
All right. So day 20 is doing a GM-less thing. Also GM-less, Emberwind.
Emberwind.
You don't need a GM for that. Also, Buried Without Ceremony. The
Technically GM-less. It's kind of like shared GM-itude.
Yeah, you all just kind of do things, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, hey, this is what's happening. And on your turn, you are God, because nobody can say, no, I don't want to do that, because it's too bad. That's what we did. And that's kind of how it is in life, unless you're married. Anyway, and let's see, who else we have? Level 1 gamers for cool stuff and lots of fun stuff. Fernway is got beautiful dice.
It's
and,
the way of the fern.
We are going to be coming up on another giveaway here before we know it. So that's going to be a beautiful thing. Everybody who has Fernway dice is better at life than those who don't, is all I'm saying.
It's why I don't have them. Because I'm not better at life.
I actually don't have
I was-
them either.
Oh.
But doesn't your roommate have them or something like that?
Yeah, my partner has.
Yeah, so you just go steal them from them.
Yes, I'm
Tec-
actually
technically.
really
Technically. Whoa, don't admit that on camera. Revertables is a wiener now. So
I think they're watching now too. No, I don't. Won't take
Oh.
your dice.
There's also TA maps.
I would never do that.
I would never do that.
there's all kinds of stuff. So check out our stuff. And buy. Also GameStop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go pick up Baldur's Gate from GameStop, I think.
pick up Bald.
I can't remember when
There's-
the Sony version comes out, but yeah.
September 7th is when it comes out on consoles.
There it is.
That's
Yeah.
But
September
not all
7th.
consoles, because Xbox apparently doesn't get life.
Yeah.
Be careful with Baldur's Gate. Insanely addictive.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is
Like-
actually
It's like
an inter-
heroin.
It might as well be
this
called
is-
Balls Deep Gate.
Yes. And because
Yeah.
you can decorate your own balls. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
customize your genitalia, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in real life, most of us don't get that option.
Which one did you use?
I haven't played it yet.
Which one did you? Sorry,
Vulva A.
So stop me when I get there. Is it like
Oh my god, Dustin!
I give up. This is impossible. I'm starting
we
over.
tried? Welcome to Tales of a
Billy's gonna hate this one.
Mm,
Yes, because it's at the-
That's
The
not
mustache
where I was
girl.
going with it.
Starts
I
from the
just meant-
mustache.
The game is so fun and
Ooh,
immersive.
Straba.
Very
It's like-
immersive. Deep immersion.
It's
Deep lore.
stop it. Stop it.
You gotta sometimes
Like
you
you'll be
gotta
walking
jam
around
that
and
lore.
suddenly it's like failed nature check and you're like, what? Wow, where? What? And you're like, you don't know what you failed because you
wisdom
literally
check, wisdom saving throw, and even in Baldur's Gate, Nemeia's like, well,
Always
No,
possessed.
actually, you know what's hilarious? I did make Nemeia. Sadly, there's no wings, but I made Path of the Beast Barbarian in Baldur's Gate. Hella
That's dope.
fun. Have not failed a single fucking wisdom saving throw. Charisma failed plenty. Wisdom, not a problem.
well, fantasy is better than reality.
True.
Anyway, yes, Revertables. It's a liberal arts degree. Anyway, we can. Anyway. So check out our sponsors. They're great. Other shows this week. Are we kicking back up with?
We are the soul. Well, Tales Does Tales
What's-
will be back on Monday. We're coming back.
But once again, this week we're the only.
Yeah, this week we are Solamente. We are.
So our dance card is full, is what you're saying. If you want to
It
watch,
is.
if you want to watch beautiful people on our channel, it's us this week. So I'm sorry that I'm here, but the rest of us are beautiful.
oh,
And
stop it.
um,
We're gonna
if
bonk
it wasn't for self-degradation, I wouldn't get any degradation.
After a long day, sometimes it feels good to come home and get treated like shit.
We love Jot.
This
Dan Jot.
has been your sub reminder from Jot.
Yeah, to sub.
tiny demon.
Hey, gift a sub, guys. Just gift a sub.
Gift a sub.
Or a dom. We don't really distinguish. We everybody should.
Just make sure they got their nose flicking in order.
Oh,
That little fairy can't manage it.
Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Unlucky.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you, Revertible.
And revertibles, thank you.
Oh my
pew, pew,
God.
pew. Encouraging our bad behavior since 2022.
Should we do
that hot
another?
train going.
Should we do another Halloween costume survey today, and then like do a best of to do, or should
best
we just
of?
go with? Like
I love
like
Oops All
final-
Dustins.
Oops, all Dustins.
I love
Okay.
it so much, though. I
So
might
that's
just
gonna be a
shave my
Halloween
head and be
costumes
real
this year.
realistic.
Haley is Oops All Dustins.
Oh, I've already got my costume
I know.
sorted. I just gotta
I know.
upgrade it now.
Ooh, a
Ew.
little skinnier Dustin this
Yeah.
year, so
It's a smaller costume now.
it's a much smaller task to undertake. And it only lasts about. Never mind. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Failed my Constitution check.
Oh,
Don't you mean performance?
yeah, we gotta work on that
Aw.
endurance.
We need the training montage. It's a montage.
Yeah.
So I think
down.
it's business. Absolutely.
Hey! Oh my god.
To
D&D
clap
Beyond have
those
updated my
buns.
sorcery points. Excuse me?
Why'd you send me daughters when I asked for sons? It still fits.
It's so perfect.
Amazing.
You're the saddest bunch I ever
Disney
knew.
is going to come for us, and not in the good way. We need to stop right now.
I'll make a dom out of you.
Oh God. Where's the previously on? I'm ready with the music. Save us.
I think we've done enough damage. Let us once again get your drink snack and return to Sunset over Vengalia. When last we left off, the heroes had been recapping the 3 days that they'd spent in the city prior to leaving. We had done a little shopping. Void upgraded their weaponry a little bit. They got some silvering, and they got some stuff, and they all got some pretty clothes except for Alma, who hadn't been there for that shopping episode to get started. Edie, we will discuss that. She upgraded her mom's bow, so that's a thing. And do we want to? We'll cover that part of it in a minute to discuss that one, because Edie wasn't here last week with us personally. We had some plans of how to burn down an orphanage. Quoras and Alma went to Orion's burial site, his shrine little thing, and Alma let him in on the secret of the death of Orion, her lover. Void and Nemeia went to the temple of Ihjki, where Nemeia attempted to speak with Ihjki once again and did not hear back this time. Conlon got some new digs. Who's Conlon? Who's that? What digs?
What a great fantasy name.
What a good fan. That would be a good name for a
Conlon.
himbo. It'd be a good himbo name.
Good himbo name.
It is a good hint name.
I feel like he's a sub though.
Definitely a soft top. Like the stuff that's on your cold. Anyway, and I think the
It's called a head.
Like a soft serve.
no,
Ice cream.
here it's called soft top. Like they put a little soft top on top of your cold brew.
What?
Head is on beer or something else. But
Yeah,
why are
head
we
is on
going?
beer.
It's a head.
Of what?
The white frothy stuff. It's froth. It's a head. It's the head of the beer, and it's.
I'm
Anyway,
talking
yeah,
about
alright, this-
cold brew coffee.
Coffee.
Oh, I don't. Okay, never mind. I don't drink coffee.
I was like,
Taylor was just talking
what?
about
Living in
head.
hell.
happening?
Taylor's just stuck on heads and white creamy stuff, I guess. I don't know.
This is a live stream of Matt's soul leaving their body. I think.
And probably the most important thing okay, I have to go back to this. So this last week at work on Saturday, I got a drink from a coffee shop, and it had some soft top on it. This is a recap of what happened, and it was an energy drink one, and I stuck my straw in and I stirred it, and it erupted out of the top. It was a 10 paper towel cleanup, guys. It was the soft top was everywhere. Anyway, that I just had to go back. And the most important thing probably that happened outside of Nemeia being ignored by Ihjki, but it was really, guys, it was a huge mess. It was shot up. I don't know what even caused. Anyway, the most important thing that happened was we went to the Petal's due, and Nemeia went there with Quoras, only to find that Nanashi.
My name will never sound correct when you say Nanashi.
Nanashi was already there having a meeting with Flora and having a little conversation. And now there's discussion of the H.E.R.O.E.S, or maybe just certain members of the H.E.R.O.E.S, becoming investors in the Petal's due. But they also encouraged Typhane, as Nemeia was known there, to come back for at least one night. And that night will happen to fall on today for a performance that you will all get to be a part of. And everyone is going to be there. I believe there was even talk of inviting the council members to establish better relationships. So, but really where we left off was with Void and Nemeia leaving the Temple of Ihjki. Did you guys want to pick up anything there? We can pick up there, or we can just go back to the other things that were happening.
I'm down if you are.
Whatever.
Then let's pick it up where you two have left the Temple of Ihjki, and Ihjki just spoke with you, Void.
Well, I'm sorry it didn't go as planned in there. But I'm glad you wanted to go. Give it a try.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have gotten my hopes up as high as I did, but oh well. Thanks for bringing me.
Anytime. Bit of advice on that front. Don't. I know hope can be painful, but like even the best cleric sometimes doesn't hear. Right? It can be hit and miss.
Well, I suppose that's why Ihjki is the god of mysteries.
Yeah, and that can be really great sometimes when you get a good answer or a fun surprise, or it can really suck when you get a new question that you weren't wanting.
Or just more answers to questions you don't even know what to ask.
Or those, yeah. Those are really...
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I thought it did.
Okay. What?
While I'm apologizing, I also wanted to... Sorry about Corey. It looked like you didn't exactly part on ideal terms.
Yeah, Again, I got my hopes up a little too high. But it's fine. He's with Yuri again. Who's a princess? What the hell?
Right? Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, why wouldn't he choose Yuri. Small, petite, determined. A princess of the Underdark.
I'm laughing
Don't
because
look at me like that.
I'm laughing because you sound a lot like Yuri did when she was terrified you'd take Corey from her.
What?
I'm not going to count anything of this as speaking out of turn because they're gone. And they said some things in confidence. Well, wasn't even in confidence. We talked. And at this point, I think you've already had too much withheld from you. So I think it's better that I share a little bit in the hopes that maybe it makes you feel better. Because, yeah, Yuri was not confident at all about what the situation would be between her and Corey. Because there's you, the opposite of her. The tall, powerful, strong, curvy, sexy, dominating, monster in the best way person. That, in her words, if you had a lick of confidence, you could have whoever or whatever you want.
She said that?
Yes. And she's right.
Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
It's that's a lot. Okay.
Corey also said that you felt lied to by me. And I took a lot of convincing to get him to say that, so I hope you don't feel betrayed by him in sharing that. But I am sorry for whatever I did. I'd like to know what I did, but I don't. Whatever I did, I'm sorry about it.
When did I?
You
I
were.
don't remember.
You were a little in and out, according to his words. His connection to you was still up, but with everything Stead was doing to you in there, it's kind of foggy. He said that he didn't think you knew that you were saying things.
Oh, I must have been hallucinating. Or delusion. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of that's really patchy. Memories were mixing with nightmares. It was weird. Basically, I sort of felt, lied to. We've been playing these games, but it was Vix that I was playing games with, and then, like, you are Vix, but you're not Vix, and I was just confused and a little hurt that you didn't trust me enough to tell me who you really are. And you basically know all of my secrets.
Irony, I wear it poorly. Vix was an attempt at being someone I wanted to be, but who ultimately wasn't me. I'm trying to be more honest with the face that I'm wearing now. I hope that makes sense. And to make it up, hopefully, last time I gave you a question, but you were very drunk. So if you'd like a question right now.
When was this? What?
Oh, back in Loch Hilbrand, I believe. I gave you one question.
Oh!
And you were like, oh, yay. But then I was like, but it has to be now. And you're like, oh. And actually.
Oh, and I asked about your gun.
Yes.
Hmm.
And actually, I'll say this. Let's not play games anymore. Because, frankly, you're going to win them all. And I prefer just being friends and being honest. More than honest, being open. So if you want to know something, just ask.
I'm pretty sure you beat me in a lot of them. But you said that there was a name that you were afraid you weren't going to be able to live up to?
Yeah.
What name?
It's a family name of sorts. And well, now I feel bad. I just said I'd be open, but this is not my life at stake. This is the life of others. And I'd really prefer not to say too much more to that, other than it is a name I was supposed to inherit. And I am very likely choosing not to.
Okay. If it's going to endanger others, then don't tell me. I don't want to know if that's the case.
It might. I don't know. That weird machine that showed up has me really worried about home.
The construct that attacked us in Lower Geckos?
You said it was.
I thought that was one of Stead's.
But why would Stead give a fuck about me? You said it was hunting me.
You're a changeling, and don't you have a history with one of the council members?
Technically, not Stead though.
No, I know. I just thought maybe before we knew what we do now that changing back in town. Hey, Stead, help a dude out.
Maybe. I didn't see anything in his lab that would have looked like that. So it's just got my hackles up.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a family tradition.
Does it have to do with palimpsest?
It does. It was palimpsest was part of that tradition until a few generations ago. They stopped using it for reasons that I thought were dumb, and so I took palimpsest. And it's not only working again, it's starting to work like it used to. So maybe it's arrogant of me, but I'm going to take that as meaning that I did the right thing.
Sure. We could all use a win, so yeah. Silver linings.
I'm also...
One... Oh, no, you go.
No, you go. I can save mine.
I was just gonna ask, I know you showed me back at the temple that you can grow wings. How come you can't use them? Is that just because you don't have the muscle memory for it? Like, it looked really clunky. No offense.
No, none taken. It's all facsimile and aesthetic. It's It's an outward disguise, but it doesn't actually make any of the internals happen. And I looked into it a little while ago. There's a lot of physiological things that shouldn't be able to work. For example, your bones are not hollow, most likely, but you can still generate enough strength to fly, which means that I think even though you say that you're not good with magic, I think your wings do have some magic in them. And while I can duplicate the look of wings, I will never be able to duplicate their magic.
So it looks at her wings and sort of opens one. I always wondered, is physiologically humanoids shouldn't be able to fly?
There is too much of you for those, and they're impressive, but they're not going to be able to do that kind of work.
What?
Oh, there's just you're jacked. And like, see, I can, and Void shifts to have like a bunch of like muscle up top and like big bulging biceps. And I can make it look like I am, but I'm not. These can't lift anything. You actually have muscle density and strength, and your wings still make you fly like a bird. Your wings still do the impossible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking of the impossible, I never thought E would want to be alone.
Right?
Where is she?
That is very strange, and I feel like we should talk to her at some point. She's been a little standoffish with me, but if you'd like to talk to her about that. And before we move on too far, if it's been bugging you, I do apologize for any sort of hurt that I might have inflicted by spending the night with Corey and Yuri. I made that passing comment. I wasn't sure how much of it was joke and how much of it was hurt feelings.
Back at the Petals do.
Yeah.
I was angry. Not at you. Actually, angry is probably the wrong word. Uncomfortable, awkward. I was not expecting Quoras to request that. And Typhane came out a little bit, so look, who you choose to sleep with is none of my business. If you want to get your rocks off, get your rocks off. I'm not one to judge. I worked at the Petal's Due. I do not care.
I didn't think you would, but that was why the comment surprised me. It's good to know.
I'm sorry if that hurt you.
Surprise doesn't mean hurt. More. I was worried for a second that I added to the pile, so to speak, and knew you were feeling a way about them, and I didn't want it to feel like I was trying to make that worse.
I mean, admittedly, it hurt. I had said that well, no, Corey and I were never officially a thing, so...
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
We weren't officially a thing.
No, you weren't. Mm-mm. And it definitely wouldn't make sense for anyone who wasn't an official thing to watch them leave with a lot of heartbreak on their face.
I did.
He said a few things that make me think that both of you might have been withholding a bit. Maybe not what you did, but certainly what you called it.
You want me to admit that I fell in love with
No,
him?
no. I just want you. I want you to understand yourself. It's neither here nor there. It's in the past, and if you want to hope that it's in the future, that's your business. I'd like to understand you and be a good friend for you is all.
Likewise.
I think I smell shakshuka. You want some?
What?
Have you not had it? Shakshuka. It's like an
No.
egg with paprika and some herbs, and it's typically breakfast, but I think there might be an all-day place here.
Sure. Okay.
Let's have some of that.
Okay.
And you guys go find an all-night restaurant called Lenny's, where they have shakshukas and other breakfast favorites served anytime, including the grand hit, where it's eggs and pancakes and toast and things like that. During these 3 days, while you guys were out wondering, I wonder what's going on with Edie, we cut to a time where Edie was practicing some new skills that she's trying to pick up. Edie, you have left the hotel at night. Probably this same night where everyone has disappeared for most of the day. Alma, make a perception check. Edie, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh my. All right, let's see what we got. Perception, you said?
Yeah, actually, what's your passive perception? You're not going to actively be doing this, so this will be a passive thing.
Passive is 14.
Okay.
19.
You
I
don't
don't
notice.
shit.
You don't notice it. Edie gets out of the inn without alerting you. Quoras is probably still at the Petal's due, and Void and Nemeia are having some shake or whatever, shaka.
Shakshuka.
It's
Got it.
delicious.
Okay, they have some of that at Lenny's.
Yeah.
You venture into the streets, and you're currently in. You're in the Heights, right? You're in Kendall Heights.
I think
That's where
so.
you're staying, correct? Yes.
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 Yeah, we're still
So
at
that's
the
the-
Kendall
street
Heights was an Upper Gakos.
It was. I think Dustin said it was close to like the palace, so I think it's
It's
Kendall
cl-
Heights.
Oh, I would be
Kendall
Kendall Heights then.
Kendrol.
Kendrol, sorry.
That's fine. So you're sneaking around.
Yes, Edie,
Um,
since she has taken the bells off of her outfit and gotten this new skirt, she has noticed that no one knows that she's walking around anymore. So she's taking advantage of that, and she's seeing what she can get away with. And so she's hiding behind boxes and seeing how close she can get to people and listen in on she's just like, this is the first time people have not just turned around immediately as I walk up to someone. So she's very much enjoying being sneaky for the first time ever.
You make your way around town, around the district, and being Edie, kind of just find your way out of the district, working your way.
I don't know where I'm going either. I kind of just keep going and then following a person and then finding another person that looks a bit more interesting and then following them.
Roll a d8 for me and just tell me what you roll.
D8. That's 2 pyramids, but isn't it?
It is.
5.
You end up heading, let me pull up my map,
All the way down.
in a,
4 hours
in a northwesterly direction.
Yep.
So from there, we'll say you end up going towards. Pulling up my city map again so I know where all the districts are. I believe that's going to be in towards Upper Gakos. Yes, it is. So you head into Upper Gakos.
Apparently.
And you, like you said, you follow from person to person, hearing conversation, things that catch your fancy, shiny, flashy things, animals that look friendly. And eventually, you find yourself hanging outside one of the inns in Upper Gakos. Where are you, Upper Gakos? I think I'm already there. Which actually is where the Petals do is. So you are not too far at all.
How serendipitous.
Yes. That I didn't know that's where I was headed though at all. No, I definitely didn't. That sounded sarcastic then. And I
no,
was like,
you were
no,
fine.
I need to follow that up with it. It wasn't.
You find yourself in this alley, but all of a sudden, the unmistakable smell of cookies catches your scent, catches your attention. And it's almost all exactly. I was gonna say almost like the cartoon. You're lifted up, and you start following it, and you find yourself outside of Coo Coo for Cookies, the bakery that specializes in cookie and cookie delivery, where you can get cookies anywhere, anytime, for a cost.
Okay, for a cost.
Inside the window.
That sounds ominous to Haley, but to Edie, she says she's got plenty of permission to cost.
My soul for a chocolate chip.
And inside,
Just a raven.
you see shelf after shelf of every imaginable kind of cookie that you can think of.
Oh my god. Are they open?
They are.
I go inside and I'm just like doing circles, like spinning and like, hi.
Oh, hello. You look behind the counter, and then you look down, and it's a little halfling standing behind the counter. He is full-figured gentleman who clearly enjoys sampling his wares. Got cookie crumbs all around his lips and on his apron. There's different like batters and things that have been splattered. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ulmo Nimblefingers at your service. Welcome to my shop. Coo Coo for Cookies.
Are you the delivery cookie service?
Oh yes, you've heard of us. Oh good.
I have. I've been very excited to make it here at some point on my trip here. So I would like to organize a regular delivery of cookies, please.
Well, the way it works, of course, is there's ordering that you can do. Like you just have a standing order where you just get the same cookie, and then you will just summon a cookie order anytime you want it. You just push the button, and we just send those cookies. There is a randomizer where you basically we know your signal, and we look at your subscription and say, okay, this is what they have. So that's how we know what to send you. So you can do a rotating order of like I like these type of cookies, or it can be like the mystery surprise order where we just send you something that's chef's choice for the day. Sometimes it's
Are they all different, or are they all the same every time?
Well, that's what I was explaining to you just now.
No, I mean like the mystery one. Is it all the same of one mystery cookie, or is
it's literally whatever that person feels like at the time the order comes in.
Oh, well, I want to do that one, please.
Okay.
I'd like to...
So let me explain to you. There's the cost for delivery.
Nemeia.
That doesn't change.
Quoras.
The amount of cookies you order changes slightly the cost, but the cost for delivery will be the same.
Okay. That's
I'm sorry, I interrupted your thoughts. I apologize.
Chorus for Nemeia.
Would you like to write it down? Would that help you?
No.
Would you? Oh, okay.
Alma.
Okay, so far we're at 9 people.
Nemeia. 10 cookies.
10 cookies.
Delivered, I don't know, whenever I want. please?
Right. So we give you the stone, and you basically you'll summon
Does
the
it have a
cookie
little
order.
picture of a cookie on it?
It is shaped like a cookie. Yes.
Yes.
But see, we must discuss the terms now. There is you can do it whenever you want. You can either pay ahead. You can open a tab. But if the tab, if you're basically you put money down, and then once that runs out, the cookie delivery stops until you can refill your supplies.
How much is it?
So this is not cheap. We've had to involve the process of wizards to be able to be a cookie delivery service.
Yes.
Each of these magical basically opens a little teleportation between you and us. It is not cheap, but you can have cookies delivered to you anywhere on the material plane. Maybe even off. We haven't tried.
Well, we might be able to try one day.
So basically there's like a deposit where you put down the money for the teleportation cookie, and then you pay for your cookies. So does this all still sound good to you?
Yes.
Good.
Because I get cookies at the end.
Well, good. Let's first look at the different types of cookies we have, and he starts showing you. We've got your standard chocolate.
It's okay. I would like a mystery box every time, and you can surprise me. I don't mind. I think that would be fun.
10 mystery cookies every time, or do you want them all to be the same, but a mystery for what it's going to be?
Yes, please. That. So then everyone can try the same cookie, and no one fights over who gets what. And then if I accidentally eat a bunch, then there will still be plenty of the same cookie for other people.
That's a great point. He starts
But
filling out
mystery
order form.
every time. So like the next order has to be a different cookie.
Of course. Let's see. So for the cookies themselves, that will be as you order, and he's like, okay, that will be 2 gold every time you order cookies. The cost of the teleportation is to get the cookie itself that will work. It will be how often do you think you might use it? Just so we are aware. Is this going to be like a once a week kind of thing, or once a month?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start with 500 gold for the use of the cookie that you can summon anytime. And then 2 gold for the order per order, because it's cookies and those are relatively inexpensive. It's the magic that is expensive, and the paying of the mages and the time and the energies that go into that. So for a first single order, it would be 502 gold. Now you want to prepay ahead so you can order more. So you can, however much more above that will determine how many orders you can have before you would have to recharge your cookie order.
Now, am I able to do some sort of trade for the stone?
Well, normally we don't do any kind of trading. What did you have in mind, though? I'm always interested in hearing interesting ideas.
Well, I mean, I could do like advertising for your company as I travel around, because I walk around a lot and I go around everywhere, and I helped those buns though, their company went up crazy. I ended up helping them name a cake, and I think that I could probably do a good job.
Roll a persuasion check.
At least for maybe a discount.
I love this so much.
13. Not a good roll.
Look, I don't know you, but I'll tell you what. This time, no. But if our business does improve, if you want to kind of be sponsored by us in the future, we could revisit the idea of offering a discount on future orders if your word comes back that you are indeed good for business. We don't know you, see, and we have to do it based on trust.
I'm gonna do an intelligence roll to see if Edie realizes that because I feel like 500 is the most anyone's ever asked from us ever. And so I feel like I want to at least give Edie a chance to say no to it.
Okay.
Out of intelligence.
Absolutely.
She got a natural 20. So she's minus 2, so
with that, Edie does realize, yes, that's a lot of permission and more than she's ever heard anybody ask for.
Yes.
Not knowing much about how magic works herself because it just comes naturally. But she does vaguely remember hearing Void talk about magic and like the teleportation and the work that goes into teleportation, and like remembering that they've traveled via teleportation circle and that's a lot of work that goes into it.
So
Because
I imagine it's a fair price, but it's just an expensive price, is what
Yes.
what I understand, which is all good. But
Yes.
I just I think that this
Yep.
is something I need to double check with
Yep.
my friends.
of
So,
course.
I will come back another time.
Of course. I'll tell you what. I will leave your order form filled out, so that way all we have to do is to collect the gold and
Can I
put
get
your signature on it.
Can I get 10 cookies just now?
Of
without getting them
course.
delivered?
Of
Cool.
course. There's no delivery needed. You're right here. It'll be 2 gold. And tell you what,
I
I'll
can count
throw
to 2.
in I'll throw in 2 cookies for free. Because you seem like such a nice soul.
Thank you. Would you please get that one there, the 2 extras? Maybe could you do them as... What did Nemeia say that she wanted? Where did it go? Caramel white choc chip, please.
Of course. You want both of those to be that type?
Yes, please. Just the 2.
Would you like the other 10 to be the same, or would you like them to be different?
Different.
Okay. So here's like a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake one. That's delightful.
Yeah.
Here is one that is, and he starts just pulling off different
I am
varieties
too
of
hungry
cookies.
for that list. Don't you dare to me.
Yes,
I'm
don't do
dying.
it.
I'm not,
Just
and I
sweet
said,
tooth
and
is
I
dying.
will let Edie tell you all what type of cookies she delivers later.
You
So
said
finish.
you said caramel white chocolate, and my inner basic white bitch just went. I want.
Pumpkin spice. All right, so you leave the store with your bag of freshly
So
baked cookies.
excited that I'm just going to be like running from place to place now. I'm not being stealthy. Every now and again I'll like pop behind something and be like, ha! And then I will like just run to the next spot being like, I'm still practicing my stealth. But I'm running around now.
So as you're doing that, you run around a corner. Make a dex saving throw at disadvantage because you're so distracted by the cookies.
I shouldn't have said that. I got a 2. Saving throw? At least I got a
Saving.
+6. So 8.
Okay. You run around the corner, but your foot catches on some stuff that had been left in the street by a horse. And you slid and you start like tumbling and you slam into some barrels that have been stacked up. And the barrels start wobbling and start getting ready to fall on top of you. And as they're coming down, you feel something grab you around the waist and yank you up off your feet. You're, oh, look out there! And then, and you fall to the ground.
Flying!
And you're bruised a little bit,
Oh,
but you see the barrels have fallen on top of another person who seemed to have pulled you out of the way.
I'm gonna run up to their side straight away and try and help them up and get the barrels off of them. And are you okay?
Yes. Sorry about that. You see this half-elf lying on the ground with this long blonde hair that's tied back in a loose ponytail. He's got very fair skin, surprisingly strong for his lithe build. He picked you up directly over his head to help move you out of the way before the barrels fell on top of him. They broke all open, covering him. He's soaked in water that was in these barrels. And he looks up. Yeah, I'm okay. Just was stacking these barrels, getting them ready to load into the wagons. But when you ran into them, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
No, I'm sorry. I'm fine. Here, let me help, and I want to cast a healing word at him
Okay.
to heal up any injuries he has.
And you see him like holding his hands over his ribs.
Yeah, I pop my hands on his hand, and I'm like, here, and yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Red, black
roll
smoke
your-
kind of
roll
comes
your
out of my
healing.
hands.
Not terrifying at all.
It is a
After
little
what
bit.
happened. After what happened last time.
7 healing.
Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you. That's a lot better. Oh, sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm Ihjki.
Edie.
What's your name?
Beautiful. My name is Perrin. Perrin Desai. I'm loading some water into the
Perrin.
wagons. Lovely to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you too. And Ihjki kind of like puts her hair behind her like ear, and she's just like looks down for a second, then looks up, and you see like you could almost see a light bulb over the top of her head, and she goes, do you want to get a drink?
Well, I'm supposed to be loading the wagons, but that sounds a lot nicer.
We should get you out of these wet clothes.
And he just like blushes furiously for a second. You know? Edie, let's go have that drink.
She's gonna scoop her hand into his arm, and they're gonna walk off.
And then we skip ahead 2 days.
The casualty is the cookies.
We're not getting those cookies.
No, we're
No,
not.
you are.
No.
Nope.
He's getting some cookies.
Hey!
And some milk, you know what I'm saying.
No.
He passed his constitution check. 2 days later, everybody is gathered together again. The word has been spread of the one night only show at the Petals du. Part du.
I do bring the cookies to everyone once I get home.
They are soggy.
Smushed. Oh no.
No, actually, hers are not soggy because she didn't get the water. He got the water.
Yes. They're just a little smushy.
A little crumbly. She will tell you later what kinds they were, because that way we're not being mean to you.
They were double choc fudge.
Surprise. That was ruined now. Now the surprise is ruined.
Why did it be a surprise? We've already skipped past it. It's 2 days later.
It happened in the past.
I more meant for them because they were like, don't tell us I'm too hungry.
Oh,
It doesn't
yes,
matter.
no.
It's in the past.
But it still hurts. Yes, the past counts.
Rafiki.
All right.
My
Ihjki.
favorite.
You are all been invited to the Petals Due. Nemeia, have you described the Petals Due to Ihjki before? Why don't you go ahead and tell Ihjki what it looks like as you guys are making your triumphant return.
Also, forgot to mention, word has quickly spread of Typhane being back in town, obviously, as was intended. And Typhane had a reputation, so people have recognized her as she's going about her business, eating eggs, I forget what it's actually called, with Void.
Shake.
That, yep, I'm gonna try.
Shake your booty.
Shake your booty. And she takes it all in stride. She's uncomfortable with the attention, but she's not rude about it. But anyway, at the Petals Due, Ihjki, it looks like one of those really old country houses with the veranda around the entire perimeter. But it's done up. It's been maintained. It has vines wrapped around the pillars, and when it starts to get a little bit darker, fairy lights are all through it. And then when you enter the Petals Due, there's a bar fully stocked with
Are they
pretty
just
much
little
anything.
fairies with like glow butts that all just hang onto the poles?
Yeah,
It's like
basically, yeah. There's tiny little pixies.
it's a living.
They twerk, so
Yeah.
it's just like flashing strobe lights.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love it. There's a fully stocked bar on the right-hand side. There's a stage at the back. There's no walls or anything on this ground floor. It's all open with massive pillars as well that also have vines wrapped around it with the fairy lights. It is very fantasy-esque, for better lack of a word. This is a fantasy realm, but it also reminds you of the Feywild as well. And the vines have like different flowers, very exotic, scattered throughout the vines as well. Looking up, there are rafters that are also wrapped in the vines, but there's a massive space that you can see between the rafters and the next floor above. There are booths around the walls, and then there are different sized tables strategically placed with plenty of room to stand around the stage, and the strategic placement of the tables allow for the entertainers to walk around the crowd and engage with the crowds safely. It's very pretty, very elegant. There's a massive staircase on the left-hand side that leads up to the first floor, assumingly where entertainment continues. And then the staircase.
Showgirls meets the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. Sounds like it's what.
And then there's a third floor as well, that is the entertainers' living quarters, if they
Is
so
that where
choose
you
to.
used to live?
It is.
Will you show us your old room?
It's not mine anymore. I don't think I can go in. But if you go down the side alley, you can see the window. I wonder if they fixed the broken lock. Anyway.
Sounds like there's a story there.
Can someone please tell me why so many people are dressed with very minimal clothing?
It's part of the entertainment.
How can there be entertainment when they are freezing?
It's
It's
warm in
not-
here.
It's warm in here, Alma.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to feel a little flushed along my face too. So many people with so much skin.
Alma, if this is not your vibe, you don't have to be here.
No, we are here to support Nemeia, and I shall do it, albeit blindly.
Oh, Alma, that's not my name here.
What do you
I'm-
mean that's not your name here?
I had an alias. Typhane.
I'm afraid I'm a little too confused as to why there's another name.
Look, long story short, I ran away, I got a job here, I gave a fake name. People here know me as Typhane, not Nemeia.
I suppose that makes more sense.
Nemeia doesn't exist here, no one knows who Nemeia is.
People don't normally nail it with the fake name on the first try. Typhane is. Typhane's really
I know.
good.
Thanks.
It's
It
Ty
was.
Fox.
Anyway, I need to go backstage and get ready. Can you all please do me a favor?
Maybe.
Don't stand together.
Okay.
Just
Spread out. Do you
yeah,
that
so
you
like
could
someone
find us
over-
in the crowd and look like you're roaming the crowd more.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be easy enough. Okay, Alma, we need to
Yes?
have a talk.
About what?
You cannot go in there covering your eyes.
But it's indecent of me to stare upon people when there's so much skin exposed.
They want
Would
to
you
be
like-
stared at. It's like
Would you like-
It's our job.
what you're currently doing would be like walking into an art museum and then not looking at any of the paintings for fear of embarrassing them.
What were you gonna say, Edie?
I could cast invisibility on Alma if she feels more comfortable looking when people don't know she's looking.
I'm not sure if that will solve the problem, dear, but I appreciate the offer. And Alma will actually be like kind of circling in the back, trying to look around. Her back's facing the others because she doesn't know where anything is at this point.
Alma, if you're
Alma Void's right.
if you're uncomfortable looking, this might just not be the place for you. But people want to be
No.
looked at here.
Okay, I have a confession to make.
Oh no.
He also used to be a stripper. Her name was Bob. I don't know.
No, there's no way that's going that's safe. There's no.
Bambi.
Bambi. Oh my god. No, what's the nicest way for me to put this? I have never seen anyone less clothed before.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
then you're in for a treat when I take the stage.
Oh no.
Alma is a never nude. It's
She's got the
You'll be
jorts.
fine. You know what, Alma? You've seen more of us when we're having bath time than what you're seeing in this room. I promise.
Yeah.
This is different.
It's
That
not.
was
It's just
Look,
bath
I
time
really
for
have to go.
everybody here. Think about it that way.
oh,
Typhane, you go prepare. We've got this. We'll figure this out.
Okay, thanks. And please don't. I mean, someone stand with Alma, but please don't stay together.
We'll
Yeah,
get this.
thanks.
figured
Right out.
Good luck.
good luck.
Break a leg. Good luck. Alma, is there anything that we can say to make you feel better, or is this just what you need to do?
Ugh. I was part of the clergy, dear. It's well, nudity was only done in a more medical aspect, not really a intimate aspect.
I was part of the clergy too, but clearly we had very different practices.
Oh, Lord.
Same.
Gods. All right, listen. I will do the best that I can, and I guess to make sure that you are all not as embarrassed as me, I can just suffer through it myself.
If it helps, try eye contact.
Yeah.
Then you're not looking at anything that you feel like you shouldn't be looking at. You're being respectful and you're still acknowledging the person.
Shoulders up.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try. Let's just go get in position anyway. We don't want to keep Typhane waiting or
Like,
stressed.
grab Alma by the shoulders and like put her in a good spot where like
Nope.
I'm only maybe a few meters away from her to like the right or something. So I'm spread out, but not too far away from her. And I'm like, that's good. I'm just here. If you reach out
okay.
your arm, we can almost touch.
It's really good to help.
dangerous thing to do with your eyes
D-
closed.
This is a very don't do. That's a bad idea, and that's gonna go from looking to touching real quick. And
Yeah.
Alma's
keep your
really
hands
not
to
gonna like
yourself.
that.
No. Keep your hands to yourself. Down to your side.
Oh, okay.
Sent his key.
Yes, that's better. You can't keep your eyes closed for everything.
I'll go to the other side, and of course, we'll spread out.
Sounds good.
Nailed it.
Go get a drink. While you guys are going to get the drink, Edie, you notice up on the stage a female and male satyr are dancing. They look very similar to you as far as their outward appearance and everything, other than the fact that they have considerably less clothing on than you do.
Not much though. I'm already wearing a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
They are. That's true. Roll a history check.
6 minus 2, 4.
Oh no!
No, no.
Sure, it's nice to see a familiar face, even though you don't recognize them.
No, he doesn't remember shit. What are they? No.
What are those?
What are those? I am just like,
Boobies.
I am taking a couple of steps closer to the stage that they're on, I think, and I'm just like looking up in awe with like a big smile on my face, and I'm like, oh my god.
As you say those words, you catch their attention and they stop. Edie? And we're going to go ahead and take our break.
Ah, damn it!
I'm sorry. Huh?
Excuse me?
They know her?
They know my name.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
They call me Stacy.
They call me Typhane.
So, go get your bathroom
Nailed it.
snacks. We will be back in 10 minutes to find out what
5 or
else
10?
is going to happen. 10 minutes, I thought. Did we decide on 5? What is happening?
We've
I
not made a
believe we're
decision on
doing
5, but we'll. So, do we want to do 5 or do we want to do 10? The timer's
We've
set
always-
for 10.
We've always done 10. Let's stick with 10
We'll do-
today, and then we'll discuss.
We'll do
or-
5
hold
next
on.
week.
Okay.
Okay.
Pew,
gonna
10
mix it up.
minutes. Get your bathroom.
Meow.
Pew! A few of us caught
We're
on.
back. We're back. Welcome to Sunset over Vengalia. With this Zen music, you will find nothing but peace and joy to be found here. And thirsty bitches.
I don't think Edie's voice knows how to do calm.
That's okay. We don't want that. In case you're just joining us, why? Why weren't you here an hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
Why? Don't you love us?
You thirsty bitch. Where were you?
We at the strip club, baby.
Let me be your dog. I already know the trick.
What?
There was
mean-
an old SNL sketch. It was Adam
God.
Sandler and Chris
Okay.
Farley. Anyway,
I missed
He's
that
like,
reference, so I was just
let me
so...
walk your dog. Let me do all. And then it was like finally, it was like, let me be your dog. I already know the trick. I'll curl up in the bed and sleep there. You know, just let me be your dog.
Incredible.
In case you did just join us though, Void and Nemeia had some more conversations about loves and loves lost and sleeping with whoever you want. It's fine. No one cares. Just get your rocks off. Things like that. Then they went and had a shuka at the shaka at the Lenny.
Shakshuka.
The shakshuka at Lenny's. Edie went spooking around. She went sneaking like a snake and found herself outside Coo Coo for cookies, where she went in and learned about the cookie delivery costs and decided to hold off for now, but did in fact still purchase some cookies. And then she met a big, tall, wet half elf named Perrin Desai. Wet because he saved her from some falling barrels and they broke open on his body and they were filled with water. She then delivered the mostly innocent let's get you out of those wet clothes line after offering to buy him a drink, and they went and did something. And then the priest saw strippers as everybody made their way to the Petal's do.
2 days later.
And she was, now we're 2 days later. She covered her eyes and then reached out. We don't know what's happened, but I'll let you guys understand. Never do that at a strip club ever. We are now, Nemeia went to get ready for her show as Typhane, and Edie was looking around and noticed 2 satyrs dancing on the stage. She moved her way towards the stage and said, "Oh my God." And they looked at her and they said, "Edie?" And that is where we are picking up. You are staring at 2 satyrs on the stage who've just acknowledged you. Oh my God, Edie. What are you doing here? Oh, hold on. Thanks everybody. Thank you. And they get off the stage and like just leave in the middle of their performance. And the person, let's give it up for Ko and Olo. And there's like and you hear Flora.
You're
What the hell is
amazing.
going on? Get somebody on stage. Get somebody now.
I didn't mean to interrupt your show.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to watch Typhane.
Who's Typhane?
She's performing tonight. One night only.
Wait, she's back?
Yeah, tonight. One night only. One big show.
We weren't, I guess, paying attention. And then you see the male one like sign. We did know? Ko says we did know. Sorry.
Oh, never mind. Yep, that's what I'm doing here. What are you doing here? And can I squint again to see if I recognize them?
Yeah, you can do another history check with advantage because you've heard the names as well.
By the way,
Oh my God.
would Void have
All right.
seen them like...
Yeah,
Okay.
you rolled with advantage that time.
Yeah, I got a 3. I'm so sorry. Your names are eluding me. When was the last time I saw you?
Back at our village, Edie.
You're from the
Before you-
Feywild?
They look down at their legs. Yeah, we're just like you. We
Yeah, but
lived in your village. You disappeared.
All satyrs only come from. I didn't disappear. I went on a mission for the
Yeah, you and her left, and she came back, and you didn't. She said you went missing.
She pushed me through a portal. What? What do you mean I went missing? How long have you been
Ko starts
here?
signing again. I'm getting to that. We need to talk, Edie. But
Okay,
right
but
here's not a good spot.
no, have you got somewhere that we can talk? And I need to grab my friends.
Okay. We can go talk in our room.
Okay. And I'm gonna send a message to. Is Void there or is Nanashi there?
Void.
Void sends a message to Void and to Alma and to Quoras as well, saying, I'm important. I mean, something important's come up. I don't know if I need you, but if you want to come help me before Typhane comes on, please join me. And I'm kind of like waving my arms as I do it so people can see where I am, and I'm walking following the satyrs.
Void's already kind of moved close and is like there and like stops, looks at Alma, sees her eyes still closed, and like just grabs her by the shoulder and starts bringing her along.
Forrest gets up and helps. Come on, Alma. We gotta go.
You're muted, Alma.
I also just sent a message to Nemeia being like, I know you're getting ready, but I just met 2 satyrs that know me. And that's the end of the message.
Perfect.
Oh, and Olo, can I respond?
Yes, you can.
You know Ko and Olo? How?
From the Feywild. Another message. And then I say, we're going up to this room, and I give the general direction of where I'm going. If you need to be there, I don't know if you can. Yeah, I'll tell you everything otherwise.
I'm getting my hair and makeup done.
I'll keep you updated then. And I go into the room with the satyrs and everyone else except for Neme.
All right, and that's up on the 3rd floor. So they take you up to their room, and they sit down. So it's been a while since we've seen you. Like I said, you disappeared. That was
Like a couple of months ago.
no. It's been years.
How many years was I falling?
I don't know. We've been here for a couple of years now too. Wait, how long have you been here?
Void?
A couple of months? You were here
Yeah.
how long before we met in Balantor?
Like a week, I think, it took
Okay.
me to get through the forest.
So yeah, a couple of months.
See,
How long
the-
have you
the
you've been
signs.
here for a couple of years?
Yes, we've been working here. We know you're Typhane.
And how long have you been? How long was I missing for before you left? Why did you say I'm missing?
Why wouldn't she say you were missing? You didn't come back with her. Like aggressive, like signing. I'm trying to find out. Look, I'm asking questions. I'm not asking the right questions. Oh. You were gone for probably 6 months before we left. We left because things got bad. Real bad. It started getting dark. Not the colors were dulling, and people were changing, and we tried to escape to try to find help.
Did you find help?
Not yet. Nobody was listened to us, and we don't have any resources here. So we found a job, and we've been trying to. Well, I guess it kind of slipped our mind. we've been forgetting. That's why we don't remember. I just told you that's why I didn't remember.
I just don't understand. Void. What?
Do I know?
I'm not good at maths, but can you help me work out what just happened?
Do I know anything about travel to and from the Feywild being funky time-wise?
Make a intelligence check.
Arcana?
Arcana's fine. And does Void specifically have any acute connection to the Feywild?
Not to the Feywild specifically, but Void's...
Or studies of the Feywild?
Void's writ is all about the study of extraplanar creatures, the other
so I'll
planes.
let you roll with advantage.
Okay. Get in the box. Ooh, my Void dice was a 1, but my Rainbow Silicon Bouncy dice was a 17, so that's a 24 total.
So Void knows that there's just a big time difference, and things like that can happen. Like time passing in the Feywild is different than time passing here. But there's also a proximity for when traveling to forget things that have happened. Like there's even potential for forgetting entirely that you were in a different plane or things like that. Your memory can be affected greatly. So have they been here was Edie really only gone for, did she only travel for a week? Did she travel for more? Whose memory is most suspect? Like what's happening? There's a whole lot of stuff that can play with your head with the Feywild when the Feywild is involved.
I've never been, but I've read reports that speak of the Feywild travel between it and other planes being a little wonky. So it doesn't just mess with time, it can mess with your head. And you might forget that you were never in the Feywild. Like, that didn't happen to you, but it makes sense why they would be potentially forgetting what happened back there over time, is that those memories are just being lost because of the Fey magics. And
I definitely don't have good memory of anything that happened before I got pushed through. I just know that I got pushed through, so maybe that
could be it. It could be not to overdiagnose here, but it could be trauma from being pushed through, from any sort of betrayal that happened. That might not be any magic.
I thought I just slipped, but there are too many things now that are kind of not making sense. Like what? Me not being a cleric, I was supposed to get sent on a mission, and I never got told what that was really.
See, aggressive signing again. Ko wants to know, what do you mean you were sent on a mission you were never told? This is when Fadia came back and said you had disappeared, that you'd run off. Things started getting bad. People were getting sick and changing, and everybody she tried to help seemed to not recover.
She gave me a pouch of money from this world. She said, "Are you ready?" Pointed off into the forest. And then I felt her shove me. And then I fell. And then I woke up here.
Forgive me for being a little bit out of the loop. Who is this Fadia eating?
That was like the leader of our clan back in the Feywild.
And
What?
also...
Sorry, what was she? What is she?
I thought she was a cleric like the rest of us.
Was she a satyr, like you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, our whole village was mostly satyrs. And the flashing fairy lights.
I'm sorry, Edie. I know that things can be weird in travel to and from the Feywild. I don't know much more than that. And I don't have anything to fix this.
Our people need help. That's what I remember, the darkness. And I'm remembering that now, that we need to help them.
You mentioned that. What exactly can cause, as you said, the colors to fade in the Feywild and for everything to go dark?
We don't know.
We're gonna have to look it up in a book, maybe. Maybe we could do some more research, but we're heroes, and we could help.
Ho says that's a good idea. Books have a lot of information. Can you read?
No.
We
A little
can't
bit.
either. You
Ellie-
can?
Ellie has taught me a little bit when I use her to read to me. I've been practicing, but not much.
Oh, well,
I can
think
write my name.
Oh, can you show us how to write our name?
Maybe, but after the show, because we've got.
Our friend can also help. Typhane's been traveling with us for a little while, and she's super helpful. She's also a hero, and we really wanted to watch her show. She can probably help a lot. Maybe not in knowing anything about the Feywild, although maybe she's heard some things. I know that her family studied Aruna, and I don't know. I don't know what I don't know in this circumstance. This is a lot all at once.
Yeah. Maybe we just keep it in the back of our heads, and it's something that we go look at.
Don't forget, we have to leave tomorrow.
Of course.
I was like, what was that? Yeah.
Yeah. This is something for later. They've been okay for a little bit. We just have to keep it at being okay.
Well, just... I mean, we'll keep trying to think of other people who might be able to help, I guess. And hopefully it won't be too late.
Well, it's been 2 years since you were there last, so, I mean, if it's too late, it's been too late for ages.
And at this point, the biggest help you could give would actually be any research. We'll be away for a good amount of time. If there's any books you can have access to, any knowledge you can impart on ways to get to the Feywild, things that it might be that's causing the colors to go weird.
Yeah.
That would actually be hugely helpful.
We can't read.
Damn.
What about if you just collect all of the books for us? Ask.
We
and
will collect
books.
all of the books.
The ones that are relevant,
Oh,
please.
Mm-hmm.
we will attempt to collect all of the books.
Thank you. You're so helpful.
Okay, when will you be back?
Alma, how far away is this place that
3
we're
days
going?
travel there, plus some time, and then 3 days travel back, right?
No, it's much farther.
It's
My village is higher up in the mountains.
Oh.
And
So, like, a week?
it could be a month, Edie. We have no idea how long we could be going for.
Oh. Well,
What?
that's okay, though. It'll go quickly. We just have to tick one thing off at a time, right?
Right. And that's not to say, too, we can't be on the lookout while we're going into the mountains. Maybe we might find some information there. But I can't help but suspect something. It's Ko and Olo, right?
Correct.
Olo, Ko. You said that the darkness was creeping in after Edie left.
Hey, welcome in Chaotic Fabulous. Welcome in Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Was it...
Yes, it happened after Edie left.
How long would you say?
How long was it? Deciding again. It's hard to pinpoint. It was gradual. It wasn't something that was noticeable at first. A person getting sick, a person getting here and there, and then because it was so gradual, you don't really notice the change of colors until you leave that area and see that the colors are brighter somewhere else. But then it started spreading beyond our borders as well. It maybe 2 months before we really noticed anything was happening.
There's a correlation I am suspecting, but now is not the time to discuss it. We still have Typhane's show, so we can easily talk about this later.
That would be great. We don't mean to take away from everything else you have going on. It shocked us to see you here. I'm sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. I guess I was shocked to see you here too, and I didn't know that I was missing, which is a weird thing to say, I guess. But let's just worry about that later.
Okay. Well, you have stuff to do. We will get ready for our performance later. Flora's going to be really mad that we left the stage in the middle of that one.
What's the crowds?
I was just going to say, she seemed nice when we met her before, so I'm sure she'd understand. Extenuating circumstances.
Plus, with Typhane being here, I think she will forget that very quickly.
I hope so. Anyway, we don't want to miss Typhane's show either, so we will hurry up and get ready to come down and join. All right. You guys make your way back downstairs.
I shut again as soon as we walk out the door.
Darn it. Void was watching in the hopes that like Alma had like forgotten that and was just like in the moment now. Nope.
Make your way
down 3 flights of stairs with your eyes closed.
Make your way down the stairs very slowly with the help of Void and Quoras guiding you. As you guys come down the stairs, you see several of the council members are there.
Incredible.
You do see Edie, you see a familiar, Edie, Void, and Quoras would recognize a red-skinned tiefling is there as well, Sinbar. And also the bugbear innkeeper make her appearance as well. And it's very, very full. It is packed.
We get some good spots in the crowd and spread out again.
Mm-hmm.
And
I messaged Nemeia again being like, we're back in position and I'll tell you everything later.
you hear the voice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stage for one night only. Typhane! Describe Typhane's entrance and what's happening. Let's hit that warrant as the music comes on.
A hush settles over the crowd as everyone is excited for Typhane's long-awaited return. The lights dim, and a lone tiefling stands on stage, silhouetted against a black light, creating a dark mood. It's not Typhane. His hands are outstretched slightly by his sides, fingers splayed. The music begins, but he doesn't move as the instruments build on each other from an unknown source. A single spotlight finally reveals the performer in more detail. A well-sculptured and devilishly handsome man with shoulder-length black hair styled into a half-do. His goat-like horns are even, with one sporting a gold cuff near the point. He's shirtless but wears black cotton pants and soft leather shoes. His thick spaded tail doesn't even twitch as he waits for his cue. The steady anticipation grows until the music changes, and he moves across the stage with fluidity and grace, leaping and twirling, his strong arms ever outstretched as though looking for someone. The audience is completely captivated by this man, and he pauses front and center, looking out over the crowd, literally. Lights dim around him as others light up at the back of the room, circling upwards in a spiral towards the rafters until they highlight Typhane. The lights shine through her partially opened wings, casting different shades of grey across the crowd like sun through stained glass. She wears a long skirt with 2 splits running the entire length on each side of her hips, as well as a tight black band around her chest. Her skin seems to shiver as though dusted with faint glitter. Typhane's elegant horns also don golden cuffs with a delicate chain connecting them to give the illusion of a halo. Her long dark hair is pulled into a loose bun at the base of her neck, and stray curls frame her face. The only splash of colour is a red ribbon tied around her neck. The music builds again, and Typhane falls from the beams, her knees catching her as she arcs her back into a C, reaching out towards the tiefling on stage. Every muscle in her body strains to hold the position, showing just how strong she really is. The skirt's slits make the silky material fall around her like smoky wisps to reveal enough fresh flesh to be considered scandalous, but covering enough to leave something for the imagination. The crowd had previously been cheering and whistling at the other performances earlier tonight, but a hush has now settled over them as Typhane's movements captivate them. The red tiefling eyes Typhane and leaps off the stage, running toward her, but he stops halfway down the aisle, still reaching, as Typhane withdraws her hand for a moment, then continues to reach up into the beams of the roof in an almost impossible display of flexibility and strength. Pulling herself up with a gymnastic-like flip and whirls and swirls, she dances along the beams, her tail draping over them, then a leg, an outstretched arm, teasing as she beckons him back towards the stage. Each time a limb appears, she calls to him, but she also calls the audience with a promise. Like answering a siren's song, the man prances, jumps, and twirls, his own dance alluring until he reaches the stage and is alone once more, Typhane nowhere to be seen. She has even vanished from the rafters. The man continues his longing dance, his movements ever calling to a lover. Fog creeps across the stage, now obscuring his ankles, and Typhane emerges behind him slowly, rising from the mist. She wraps her arms around him, and he holds her tightly before he thrusts her arms out and away from him and uses his hips to push her away. The music changes to match the mood of the two dancers as they now seem to be in a fight, pulling each other in tight, his hands low on her back, keeping their hips together, hers pushing his broad chest away, to Typhane dramatically tripping him with her tail to straddle him on the raised stage floor. She faces the crowd, a wicked smile of power and victory across her beautiful face. Even her sharp canines show. As the man struggles to get out from under her, Typhane flares her wings in triumph. But the lighting darkens again. The music changes, and in a blur of limbs, the man frees himself and flips Typhane, so she's on her knees before him. But Typhane reaches up and grabs the waistband of his pants, and they're both on their hands and knees. The dance continues on the floor as they mirror each other's movements in a tale of longing. They soon reunite though, their legs tangle, pelvises pressing against each other as they claw, push, and hold each other, desperate to be near, but destined to be far. Typhane's and the man's body tell a story of burning passion, hot and heavy, of dominance and defiance, love and loss, healing and wounding. Her hands in his hair, his on her rump, exposed thigh between cottoned pants, legged, his breath on her neck. Typhane and the red tiefling carry on their dance, continuing to tell the story of breaking away from their destiny to be together. The man, whoever he is very talented, a star in his own right, but he is nothing compared to the supernova that is Typhane. While the routine is suggestive and furiously passionate, Typhane's expression doesn't portray it. Her smile is pure, body relaxed, and her mind free. The music finally builds to a crescendo, and small orbs of white light swirl around the two before ceasing altogether. The entirety of the Petal's dew is in total darkness for a moment before the backlights show again, revealing the position of the two dancers. In a dip, their foreheads pressed together, Typhane's hands are tangled in his hair, while one of his is around her slender waist, and the other holds her rump at his hip. Even their tails are intertwined, the spade and barbs twitching together. The two performers stare into each other's eyes, and for a moment, breathing in each other's air, before the crowd erupts into cheers and wolf whistles. Those that weren't standing get to their feet as gold rains down around Typhane and the red man, as they continue to hold the embrace for a moment longer. He seems to say something to Typhane before there's a flash of blinding white light, and they're gone, both vanished. The coins on the stage raise on their own and then disappear as presumably unseen servants collect the tips and clean the stage for the next performance. And a solo routine for Typhane is announced, which is just as suggestive and tantalizing, but this time includes more crowd interaction. And true to her name, Typhane, Tempest of the Night, is exactly that, leaving devastation in her wake in the best way possible. As she makes her way through the crowd, she eyes her friends, making them her focus, not wanting to draw the attention of any strangers again. As she nears Ihjki, she steps around, her wings slightly obscuring her and then opening again, as if to reveal Ihjki to be a star. As she does so, Ihjki, you smell cinnamon and Granny Smith apples. You feel safe and protected, like Typhane would do anything to protect you, and you want her to protect you. She continues on, jumping into the rafters and reaching down towards Alma, caressing the cheek with the back of her hand. Alma can smell freshly bloomed lavender and the tang of squeezed lemon before Typhane vanishes again. Dropping down like a shadow, she lands in front of Void, and with a crack of the tail, dangerously close to their behind, she turns and walks away, with a slight hint of satyr trailing behind her. As she approaches Quoras, she reaches out, resting the back of her hand on his shoulder. As he turns to look at what she's pointing at, she curls a finger, forcing him to look back at her, and gives a wink. And he can smell cedar and the subtle scent of smoke of a campfire. The routine continues as she sways her hips, tosses the curls behind her ear, smiling at everyone under gorgeous, perfectly winged eyeliner and smoky eyes, before she finally finishes on the stage and gives a low bow with her wings fully splayed in a terrifying presence of power, dominance, and alluring sexuality. As the lights once again vanish, she does too.
Yeah. Brundle's throwing bits
The
on the
crowd
stage.
goes absolutely nuts.
Finbar's mouth is just wide open the entire time.
Everyone is standing to attention.
He is not. He doesn't dare stand at this point. Anyway,
Oh God.
or he does, and you see he is indeed standing at attention. Well, you'll let you decide.
Oh no.
Everyone's standing at attention.
May balls. Once the audience dies down, the applause, the uproar, you guys are left alone in your seats waiting for Nemeia to return.
Wow.
Eventually, she does. Oh,
I was just going to say
You
that
go.
was quite
No.
the show.
That was amazing. I didn't know she could do all of that. That was very cool. I wonder how she disappeared all the time. She says she doesn't know magic.
She's certainly more magical than she gives herself credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Alma, were you able to enjoy it?
So Void, you'll actually notice there's fresh tears running down her face. And you can see the makeup actually start to bleed more, like closer towards her chin. Yes, I did.
Good. Can I roll insight to see like happy tears, really sad, like where on the line of reactions that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
27.
Jesus Christ!
Boyd be rolling well today because there's no combat.
Yeah, exactly. There's no life or death stakes. I'm allowed to roll big.
They are very sad tears. Specifically pertaining to Typhane's interaction with the other tiefling.
Void's gonna like scoot closer. I assume we're at a booth or some sort of like table situation. And just get closer and like rest a hand on Alma's shoulder.
I think I need a minute, and I'm actually gonna stand up and walk outside.
Be safe, please.
I'll send a message to Alma. Do you want to be alone right now?
I don't know anymore, Void.
We can come with you.
Maybe it's time I told Edie.
That is your choice to make. I'll help however I can.
If you could just send her out. I don't want to draw too much attention.
Sure. Edie,
Mm.
would you be able to help Alma?
Yeah, she need me?
She was hoping to talk with you. Yeah.
Okay. And I do a quick scan in the room for Nemeia first before I go outside.
She's not come back out yet.
Okay, I flicker a message being like, that show was amazing and I can't wait to talk to you about it all. I'm just outside if you need me. And I run outside.
Okay.
Alma,
Edie dear.
you okay?
That's a bit of a loaded question, but the short answer is no.
What's going on?
And Alma will actually find like a barrel or some sort of like kind of loose thing to call a seat. Come here, dear. And she'll hold her hands out to hold Edie's.
I like grab onto her hands and I'm like, I really didn't mean to force you to watch if you didn't want to.
No, dear, that's not it. I appreciate you looking out for my modesty, so to speak.
Okay. What's wrong?
Edie, I have been keeping something from all of you.
Like a secret?
So to speak.
That's okay.
And I told some of the others first, and to be honest, I was scared to tell you.
Why were you scared to tell me?
Because I lied, Edie. I was scared because I lied.
What? You're gonna have to explain to me what you lied about first, because I don't know what. It might not even be a big deal.
It's about Orion, dear.
Did you find him?
You're gonna see like a really pained smile. Yeah, I did.
Why are you crying?
I found his grave, dear.
He's dead?
Yes.
I'm really sorry, Alma. I'm really sorry. But what did you lie about? Not that that's the most important thing, but that doesn't.
I loosely... Well... He's been dead for 4 years, dear.
But you only just found him?
I know where he's been. Never saw the grave myself, but I knew he was here. just couldn't come and find him.
I don't think that's a lie. I think you were just telling me what you wanted to tell so much, and now you're ready to tell me the rest, right? I'm sorry you're not okay. And I'm sorry it hurts.
Well, it's not too different from the pain you're probably feeling now, seeing Ko and Olo again.
I don't know what to really take from this whole thing with that. I have a really hard time putting their faces into places, and when I think about it now, I don't remember anyone's faces.
Well, what's important is that we know what is going on, or at least an idea.
Yeah. Do you think everyone will want to come with me to help?
Well, you can count me in, and Alma will raise her finger and poke your nose.
You see it like little twitch. Is there anything I can do for you?
More tears will start coming down her cheeks. A hug would be nice.
It is gonna like jump tackle. It might hurt a little bit.
What the bark at that?
The bark. And she's just gonna give you a big hug. She knows to turn her side to like the bark side that like comes up. So she knows she turns her head that way and she gives you a big hug. And the horns too are not great, but the love is there.
Yeah. Alma's arms will snake around you and she's gonna have a very tight grip. She's not gonna want to let go.
Edie doesn't let go until Alma does. So even if we sit there for 20 minutes, I don't care.
After like a little bit, she'll pull you back a little, kind of wiping away at her tears. Oh, damn Void.
What did Void do? Did Void kill Orion?
No, dear, no. No, he did. They did not.
What did they do?
They helped me open up.
They get in your brain like that, don't they?
Not in a bad way, dear.
Yeah.
But I think we've been out here long enough, yeah?
Mm-hmm. If you ever need a hug, I'm always here. And if you ever need anything at all, you just let me know.
Don't offer the hug part if you can't keep up with it, dear.
I can keep up. Edie
Or-
is known to never let go first.
Well, we're gonna have to put that to the test now, huh?
Mm-hmm. How strong is Alma?
Quickly checking his character sheet.
Good thing you have that pulled up.
Yes, I do. She's decent, like a little above average, but definitely not to the extent of Nemeia. So
He's gonna jump on your back.
Easy enough. She can support that easy enough.
Okay. I take it this will be your mode of transportation now?
Until we get back inside, yes. Yeah!
With the, I'd imagine she kicked her side, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, Alma's gonna run in like a big circle out front just for a few laps before making it to the door.
That must have hurt a tiny bit with the hooves. Ah!
Yeah, like spurs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Good thing you got that armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Critical hit from a kick. Ah!
It's okay, my strength hits do -1 damage,
Yeah.
so it's
Oh god.
She actually heals.
Yeah.
The wizard
That's
being
how she does cure
constipated.
wounds.
Yeah, so
The
Alma
wizard
would.
being constipated as a level 1 can kill themselves just trying to
Oh
poop.
god.
Lordy.
So Alma would have done like really big circles to try and make Edie happy before getting back to the door.
Yeah. Back inside, and as soon as we like get inside, I kind of like plop down. Back to my table. Can I get you a drink, Alma?
Just water, dear. That'll be
Okay.
perfect.
I'm gonna go get myself a drink and Alma some water.
Okay.
Alma will plop right back in next to Void.
Welcome back.
Now all that's left to tell is Nemeia. But that'll come in due time.
Yeah.
You know, with all this stuff happening with Edie's magic and now the Feywild, something's going on, but we have to help her, Void.
Oh, Yes. Yeah, it didn't take too many leaps to see some sort of connection there.
So you saw it too.
Saw what specifically? Sorry.
I can't help but feel there's a connection between Edie's magic changing and then whatever is happening with the Feywild. They could not be related, but maybe something impacting the Feywild could ultimately be impacting Edie too, indirectly.
It could be. I don't know. The time makes it weird. It's as if the Feywild are responding to a future version of itself, because Edie was lost in that transfer for so long. Her magic's getting weird now, but the Feywild was bad back then, but is then now? These are questions for people with bigger books than mine. I really don't know, and yeah. There's a lot of questions.
Never enough answers.
I'm shocked you're still somewhat conscious, Quoras.
I'm only here for moments, and then I'm out again.
A lot of... After that performance, I imagine a lot of people have a little bit less blood in their head, yeah.
And elsewhere, probably. I can make the occasional dirty joke, too.
I liked it. That was very good. You're learning. Or maybe you knew it already, I don't know. That was definitely impressive. But we should save compliments for whenever the storm blows in. Yes. That's a little on the nose.
On the nose.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, we are. Speak of the devil.
It's funny because you got horns.
Nailed it.
Because she's horny.
Oh my god.
Speaking of on the nose.
That one was front door.
We don't. Never
Is there
mind.
room for one more?
Hopefully
Always.
there's room for two more.
Oh no.
What a glorious performance that was, Nemeia. Sinbar, the red-skinned tiefling, is behind you, eagerly admiring your outfit, your attire, and your performance. I did not know that you had this kind of behaviors in you. I must say, I'm impressed.
Who is this stranger, exactly?
Oh, sorry, I'm Sinbar. Sinbar Truthbringer. You are?
Concern for Nemeia's well-being.
That's a really long name. Well, Concerned. Can I call you Concerned?
Gods help me. Yes, you may.
I'm, sorry, I just met, Nemeia and Edie and Void
Remember my
was
name.
it?
Mhm.
Yes?
Yes.
And Quinton.
Ooh, interesting.
Quoras. Quoras. What is it? A few weeks ago? Feels. Well, anyway.
Yes, it was.
It was at a little smaller place than this. But then we met again at quite the lovely party where our friend, well, she made quite the spectacle of herself there as well, but in a completely different manner.
Alma's gonna
That
look
was a-
over. Oh, go ahead.
That was part of an undercover mission.
Who am I to argue?
No
Alma-
one.
I think you are spectacular. That's all I came to say.
Thank
Al-
you.
Alma will glance over to Nemeia and she'll do a mind blink. Shall I dispose of this one?
No, he's harmless.
Unfortunately,
Thank you.
creepy.
Could I buy you a drink? All of you, of course. Or a
With
meal?
Daddy's money.
No, I have my own. Why would I need my father's?
I'm joking, Sinba. A drink would be lovely.
Would you like anything to eat? I hear they have lovely, well, you know probably better than I. You're making a return, but lovely food here.
I'm fine.
How about the rest of you, Edie? Would you like anything to eat? She's not here. She went to get a
I'm
drink.
standing
Yeah.
at the bar getting
Yeah,
a
that's right.
drink. but
Never mind.
He yells across. I'm like,
Coming! And she's immediately gonna get up and just walk.
Void, course, food, yes?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, I'll go bring some back, and if anybody's hungry, you can share. We'll do like table appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
He goes away for a few moments.
I'm gonna deliberately slide in to the booth next to Chorus, and then displaying some grace and elegance that is not particularly known by Nemeia. She's going to adjust the way she sits and plop herself down in Chorus's lap, with her legs crossed so that the slit of the skirt reveals 99% of her very muscular thigh.
Conlon is missing out a lot.
I'll make a Constitution saving throw.
Is that eulogy, or are you just excited to see
In
me?
his pants.
Well, no, he's drunk, so he's gonna be like a little in and out of it.
Who knows?
I will talk to him later, see what happens.
Poor chorus slash Conlon.
Conlon.
That really was a great show.
Thanks. Any feedback? Been a while.
God, less impressive. Yeah, because I've just been failing at words since, so, you know. Yeah.
I take that as a compliment.
How'd you do the smell thing?
What smell thing?
You smelled of cedar. How?
I'm wearing perfume.
Okay. I'm gonna smell now. Does it still smell like cedar? Insight check.
Go for it.
Get in the box. Yep. 10.
What's in the box?
gaslighting Nemeia killed me.
As far as you can tell, she's got no idea what you're talking about.
Well, it was very acrobatic and intricate. Bravo on your partner for being back on the steps so quickly.
What? Euryxis?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good friend. I wouldn't have called him that when I was here originally, but yeah. Probably one of the first friends I made here. He's a good guy.
I imagine so. Clearly a talented performer.
He's one of the best and most highly requested.
Well, I can see why there was a name to live up to.
Thanks. Quoras, what did you think? She's got her arm like now over his shoulder.
Breathtaking is the best way I could describe it. Spectacular, even. Really, really good. Help me out, Void. Not.
Is the payment enough?
You'll have to ask me again later, when I'm more with it, more present in my faculties. But it was definitely something that I will remember after I rewatch this in my dreams later.
You certainly say you can see a little bit of like the Nanashi voice move in. You certainly seem to have the best seat in the house right now, Quoras.
Yes.
There's like a devilish smile on her face. She's loving making Quoras uncomfortable.
Anyway, this is not about me. This is about Nemeia. So Nemeia, it was a wonderful job. We really just take it away. Gods, where's that other red one? Where's the bard? Oh, look, there he comes. He's not coming back, but Quoras is just trying to distract.
Edie got a drink
Sure.
and some water.
Oh, Edie's back. Everybody, look. Let's look at Edie. Edie, hi, welcome back.
Hey, Edie. Still in Quoras's lap.
Here's your water, Alma.
Thank you, dear. And she's gonna take a giant gulp of it. Just.
Edie is just going to shot her wine. She's like, my drink's out. I've got to go get another one. I'll be right back. And she's going to disappear into the crowd. You said it's busy
Put it on
enough.
Typhane's tab.
Typhane's tab. You will never understand. Put it on Corus's lap.
You had cookies a few nights ago. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Finbar comes back to the table and he's being followed by a couple servers, and they have chicken wings and like quesadilla bites and mozzarella sticks and the whole like mini tacos, like a full spread.
You see Edie do like a circle and come back and just like grab a bunch of stuff into her hands and disappear again.
Little drive-by snacking.
Drive-by.
This is for everybody. Please feel free to dig in. Nemeia. There's plenty of room on the chairs directly, but if you're comfortable, of course.
I'm very comfortable. And I'm gonna... the chicken wings have sauce on them.
Yeah, they're like hot wings.
I'm gonna take one and then like really seductively suck all the sauce and the meat off it, and then like...
Oh, God.
Delicious.
Ugh.
Onlin rolled a 2. Just gonna put that out there.
Yes.
I will just leave it up to him as how that works. Sinbar tries to not look agitated, but he's not succeeding very well. Well, you know, of course, everybody.
Oh, she was like making eye contact with Simba as she did that.
Oh, I know. He's trying not
Okay.
to look agitated. Anyway, tell me, what have all of you been up to? It's been it's been a few weeks since we saw each other last, and Nemeia, clearly you're not in prison, so things must have gone okay for you.
I was never in prison. Like I said, it was a secret mission.
Well, it was very expertly carried out then, because it looked very real, the arrest and the guards and the chaos and the little horse running through the party was weird. That was a thing that happened.
Harry.
But I'm glad it was all a ruse, and I'm glad that you're safe.
Mhm. Of course. My friends would never let anything happen to me.
Clearly,
And I
you
would
have
never let anything happen to them.
You have the best of friends. I hope you know.
I do.
I
And I
consider
turned to
you
look
a
Chorus dead in the eyes.
friend as well. I feel like I'm interrupting here. This is
Well, you
No.
are. Oh, sorry.
Take a seat, Sinba. I thought you were heading back to your kingdom.
well, no. I'm here working as an ambassador right now. That's why I was here.
Oh. Any gossip?
Always. But
Do
this
spill.
this is about you right now.
No, it's not.
Well, there's rumors of troop movements in the other kingdoms as they fear war. There's rumors of barbarian activity in the north. There's rumors of... This one's a little more unbelievable, but the devils breaking free and, invading our plane. Don't know if there's any truth to that one, but, you asked for rumors, and so here rumors are.
You said
Any
the
tea is good tea.
said the activity in the north for the barbarians.
Yes.
It's getting worse.
Oh, yes. The tribes appear to be getting riled up, but more than that, they are unifying, which has never been a thing that's happened before. That one seems to be almost certain. That's more rumor. That's more than rumor. At this point, that's almost fact. Somebody seems to be unifying them, which is unheard of. Barbarians generally don't play nice with each other.
No, they don't.
I'm gonna... Void's just sort of like whispering under their breath, and I'm gonna activate my judgment for clarity. So,
Okay.
In the lighting, it probably doesn't catch for Sinbad, but everyone else would probably
Sinbad.
notice.
Sinbad's a comedian.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, it's been. I've been trying to fix it in my head every time, and so Sinbar probably wouldn't notice, but everyone else would notice the little green circle go around Void's eye. I just want an insight to see is he exaggerating anything at all, just sort of make a spectacle of the story, or does it seem pretty up and up of how much does he believe these stories, or is he just kind of making idle chit chat?
Good.
Oh good lord, it's gonna be a massive number. Another 27.
His was not a massive
Damn,
number. Even,
Matt.
actually, let me pull his character sheet now that I think of it. It's still not going to be the 27, but I want to see what his would be. He is, as far as you can tell, being 100% honest. He has no reason to lie to you. He does like all of you genuinely. Yes, he is a huge flirt, but he's honest and seems to be genuinely a good guy, just kind of a cheesy good guy. Actually, he would have had a dirty 20 with that because his persuasion is ridiculous. But you still beat him. He does not believe necessarily the story about the devils. That seems to be the most far-fetched to him. But everything else, as far as he knows, is very true.
Perhaps the movement of troops have something to do with it.
It's perhaps which troops were you referring to? The southern kingdoms, the elves and the dwarves. I believe are more in response to the death of the king. But the barbarians don't seem to be tied into unless they're just trying to make their move now that there is no king. But again, there seems to be something unifying them, which is crazy. There is one other rumor that I've heard. It comes from a long way off, though. A different continent, even. There appears to be signs of famine in the what is it? Oh, where was it? Damaresh. I believe there's signs of famine starting to show there, which is not always unusual, but just another rumor.
Sorry, that's where Arati was from, wasn't it? And where Void is from?
Mm-hmm.
Any news on where specifically in Damaresh is experiencing famine?
It seems to be spreading across the entire continent.
Well, bad news is always better news.
But anyway, I'm sure not all of it can be possibly true, and I'm sure it's exaggerated as it gets passed along. You know, that game you used to play as a child where somebody would whisper a secret, and then by the time you heard it at the end, it was blown way out of proportion or completely different. It's probably nothing to worry about.
Gnomish whispers.
Yes, gnomish whispers. I get a little careless sometimes, but otherwise it's... The barbarians are the one I'm most certain of. I actually have sent some ears myself that way to try to gather more information if I could.
Oh, look at you taking your position seriously.
Well, I have friends and I have family that I worry about. And someday... Never mind, that's not important.
No, finish that. Someday.
It's nothing. It's not. It doesn't relate to the goings on. It's just...
If you're
a
going to
personal
be
wish.
at the table,
Someday
share a
I just want
story.
my father to say he's proud of me, and so I'm trying to accomplish something on my own, without his input or without his hand, something that he will look and say, "That's my son," instead of, "That's my son." Maybe you don't understand. I shouldn't have even brought it up. It's fine.
No, that's a very desirable goal. It's hard to live
Thank
up
you
to
for sharing it.
expectations.
Indeed.
It is hard to live up to expectations, especially when
But
no one
surpassing
has
them?
any.
But surpassing them is so worth it.
Well,
You'll get
hopefully I will. Thank you. And I'm sorry, Alma, was it?
Yes.
You look like you've been sucking on lemons. Is everything okay? Should I sing you a song? I'm a bard myself. Maybe I can make you a song.
Alma's just gonna get right up and walk. She's
Not
too frustrated with the mention of the barbarians of how it got much worse.
Not a fan of music, is she?
It's not the music that's the problem. Please don't take offense. There are other things happening that I myself am not entirely privy to, but I think you may have hit a nerve.
Maybe I should apologize. It's not my intent to step on any toes. I'm a better dancer than that.
Are you?
I feel like a statement
am.
like that needs to be proved.
What do you mean?
Go
Are
on,
you?
Void.
Are you a good dancer?
I'm a great dancer. Would you like to dance with me?
I did call you out on it, so I feel honor bound to do it.
Well, we can. I'm sure. Would you like to take the stage with me?
Oh, you don't want that.
You might want to run that by Flora first.
Also that, it's not my stage.
Well, just a moment, please. He gets up and walks away.
Oh no, have I done a bad?
Is there a spot to dance?
For
other people?
The aisles?
31 in persuasion.
What?
Jesus!
Bards!
God damn it.
Laura's like,
There's plenty of room in the aisles and stuff. Like the tables are spaced out enough for people to stand and mingle and.
well, and with the Ko and Olo cutting their dance short, the schedule is kind of off. Having somebody step in for a few minutes for a filler dance wouldn't hurt and help get the schedule back on track.
Uh-huh.
Well, shall we?
Flora approved.
More than willing. She was so excited at the prospect.
Typhane, I don't want to steal any of your thunder. This is your night.
Not at all.
You don't want to cut a rug?
I have my prey for the night.
Of course.
Here. Fuck.
By all means.
You just see Edie
Enjoy
already
yourself.
dancing in the aisles, like it's 3
Edie,
tables
would you like
down.
to join us? We can have a lovely...
She's not listening. She's away. She's made
Okay.
friends.
Yes, but he saw you
She's-
dancing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I am dancing.
I know he was trying to get your
Join me.
attention to have you come up on the stage with him.
No.
Come on.
Convince me.
Oh,
Edie, and he comes
What,
and
he did
stands
roll a
next to you,
31.
and he starts dancing.
Oh god, hit him with the Carlton.
Yes.
Would you care to join me and Void up on stage? It will be
All
most
three of
fun.
us?
Another 31.
Shit.
You are welcome to roll against it, or you get to have your own opinion. You don't have to roll.
No,
This
of
is
course.
you-
Yeah. Yeah. She's. If Void's going up there too, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
At Nemeia's or Typhane's saying of I have my prey for the evening, I was like, oh, to be bitten right now, and just like starts getting up, and I want to do a quick around the room to see if the one counselor is there. His name is escaping me at the moment.
Godric?
Godric, yeah.
He was one of the 2 that were there.
Motherfuck.
who's the other one?
The tiefling, right?
Nope.
Oh,
It
that's
is,
right. Yeah.
Domine. That
Domine. No, is it Domine?
Romero.
Yeah.
Romero.
No, it is Secret Keeper.
Oh, hey, cool.
Aldine came.
Aldine.
Oh
came.
no.
Oh, no, no, no,
Oh no
no.
no no
No,
no.
no, no, no.
And God.
Well, shit.
And you can see Void actually like looks underneath. They've been wearing the shawl, or actually it's the mimic cloak technically, but like sort of done into like a draped all around sort of thing to like hide what they were wearing underneath. Anyone paying attention probably would have noticed that they were wearing their new fancy clothes underneath. But they're just seeing Dominic there is like, oh fuck. That's off the menu.
What?
I'm suddenly not feeling like a showman.
You want to go home?
No, I'm fine to stay.
I'm ready for bed.
I feel bad that I've teased Sinbar at this point. Maybe I can just...
He loves it. Don't
He
worry.
like puppy dog eyes. You promised to dance.
I'll just dance as myself then, and you'll deal with
I'm
it.
gonna wait. I'm gonna slide off Chorus's lap, So I'm standing. I'm gonna hold my hand out to Void. Pull them out of the booth. Turn them around so my back is to the crowd, and then open my wings to give them privacy. And sort of like sway my hips as if I'm doing something special for them, but I'm creating a screen. I know who you're scared of. Change now.
I feel like all eyes are going to be on you right now. So,
to help draw attention away from you, Sinbar gets up on the stage and takes off. He's got this long red jacket with like gold scroll work edged around it and like black trim. He unbuttons it and takes it off, and underneath it's a toned form. He's not strong, but he's toned. Black like leather vest and like black leather pants. And he just kind of slowly takes it off, just trying to bring attention to himself. He's also relatively weak, but again, toned.
Can I see where Dominic's looking?
His attention is now taken to the stage because somebody's getting up on the stage.
Okay, beautiful. You're fine. He's not looking.
thank you. I'll quick throw the mimic cloak off, and as that's happening, physically shift into the Nanashi form. Long, braided, now black and white hair, half and half, with all of these tattoos, but I don't know if Nemeia saw the tattoos close enough before. The request tattoos are not on her skin right now. It is only just these intricate lines and patterns and all of this artwork scrawled across her skin. And long nails. The open chest that's sort of that like suit tux lapel going down into an open chest is very voluptuously filled in this shape as they hand off the mimic cloak to Nemeia. Thank you.
Have fun. Chorus, hold this. And did you see where Edie went?
I
She's
think
coming
she's
up on stage with us.
Oh shit, is she? Oh, I wanted to talk to her. Whoops.
No, it's all right. I don't actually. Because everyone took way too long to figure out what they were doing. She already took more stacks from the table and disappeared a couple of tables down.
I think she just took 4 mozzarella sticks and went that way.
I'm gonna grab 2 plates and I'm gonna follow her while Nanashi
I'll join
entertains.
Sinbar up on the stage.
All right. So the style of dance, it was going to be very much like a dirty dancing footloose, you know, kind of like the chair and the water and all, the whole performance. As you get up on the stage, he whispers, "Your form doesn't matter to me at all, but I must say, you picked a very nice one."
Do you want the same one throughout?
Whatever makes you happy.
It's more fun to be unique.
Couldn't agree more. I'm nothing like the rest of my family, and they hate me for it, but hey, here we are.
Same. Are you a lead or a follow?
I like to lead.
Well, good.
And he's going to roll performance.
I shall also roll performance. As soon as my sheet
Imagine
loads.
making Nemeia roll for performance during that entire thing and then being like,
Dude,
none of that happened. You actually fell.
Absolutely critical fail as a dungeon master had he done that. Absolute horrible. Just roll for it. Ooh.
Oh no.
Very average, 11.
21.
Yep.
God damn.
He's
Bard.
making up for it.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 9, so it's luckily he has a great performance. So it's not up to Nemeia's performance level, but it's a good dance, and you see that he has very much some skill, and the difficulty like that you have in dancing with a new person for the first time, he helps cover up for it, and it's a very appreciative dance, and you end up with 60 gold thrown up on the stage as a result. Nemeia, you ended up with 300 gold that had been thrown up on stage
Nice.
between. By the way,
I want to try for something. Can I try a sleight of hand to catch him off guard?
of course.
Ooh.
What should he roll to counter you?
no.
What are you trying to do?
This would be basically I want to at some point. Nanashi is going into like the follow role well enough.
Sure.
Not really able to like do her usual improvisation stuff because it is a new person, and also he's not her favorite person. But she is trying to do these nice little like anytime he blocks her from like audience view, shifting into a new face, doing like something different with the hair, doing like little tiny small emotes, and then the last one I'm going to try and like hook behind his leg a little bit and like put him into a dip and switch to a more masculine form with like a very broad chest, strong chin, all that
Okay.
jazz.
So would it be like a perception check to see if he's going to catch it in time, or do you want him to do like a dex?
Maybe it's an opposed grapple. I don't know. It's just,
Okay, we can do that. Absolutely. His so that's his athletics then.
yeah, or
or
acrobatics. Yeah.
That's much better for him.
Yep.
Okay, that's much better. 24.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't have a chance.
But he goes with it
Mm-hmm.
and lets you do it, and just gets a big smile on his face, seeing you have a chance to shine too. And he's like, "There it is. Still ravishing."
Always.
You finish the dance to the applause. Thank you. That was fun.
It was.
And he wants to roll an insight check on you just to see how you feel about him in general.
Sure.
He's rolling some really good numbers.
I'm
40.
rolling some trash
one.
numbers.
23.
I'm rolling some trash numbers. I mean, he's not a friend, but
Yeah.
going along with it at the end absolutely won him some points in Void's book.
He says, "Thank you for this. I hope you realize I'm not your enemy, and I would love to be friends. And I know I come off strong."
You've caught us at a couple of bad times. I'm willing to blame timing if you're willing to forgive some poor first impressions.
Well, let's try again. Hi, I'm Sinbar. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi. And very quickly like glances towards the counselor. I am Nanashi for now.
Nanashi for now. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you for the dance. I hope we have the opportunity to spend more time together.
You're welcome, and thank you as well.
Well, it's getting late. We should return to the table. Let the other dancers have their stage back.
Yes, let's let the professionals take it.
And if you'd like, you are more than welcome to take the coin. I don't need it.
Oh, I was actually going to say, back to the house. Rounds on us.
Even better. What Nanashi said. And welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for coming in.
Hey.
Hi,
Really appreciate
Raiders.
that.
Traders.
Hello.
And you return to the table, and now we will go to H.E.R.O.E and Nemeia.
Edie,
Got the
are
piano
you
players.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Have I offended you or done something?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm so sorry. What did I do?
It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Just like
No, it does matter.
no. I promise it's fine. But like, yeah. You know how I feel about Quoras.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm-
I don't anymore.
don't
It still hurts
take
a
that.
little bit.
No, oh my god, Edie, please. No, don't take that as meaning anything. Quoras are, like, okay, long story short, when Quoras was in Saison 18 months ago, after I disappeared, Flora hired him to look for me. And then when I asked him to come with me here, it was just to tell everyone that I was okay and for him to get paid for completing his quest. But rather than taking payment for completing the contract, he asked me to perform as payment instead. And he knows I don't like a lot of attention on me, so I was just giving it back. I was just giving him attention. Quoras and I are just friends.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm sorry if I crossed any lines.
It's okay. So it was just at the Petal's do.
What do you mean?
None
it
of
was
the
just
other stuff that was like flirting was flirting with Quoras.
Here tonight?
Well, all the stuff other than tonight. You have a reason for tonight. What about like the back rub?
I'd been kept in a cell for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was cramped.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in a small enclosed space and you can't stretch out, you get really sore?
No, I've
Good.
never had that before.
Good, don't. It sucks.
Ah.
Oh, hang on. How about this? After a really long, hard day at work, and you know your back's really sore. I just wanted to ease some of that discomfort.
That's okay. I get it. Guess it was just the wrong choice.
Should I have asked you to give me a back massage?
Well, anyone else, it just doesn't seem like you'd ever been that close with Quoras to begin with. And it just feels like maybe you were trying to open a door, and that's fine.
I mean,
It's all good. Like I said, I don't care anymore. But you asked me, so I'm telling you.
And I appreciate
We're
it.
friends.
Yeah, of course we are, Edie. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I care for Quoras deeply. I care for all of you deeply. But I suppose I asked him because I knew. Well, when we were leaving that place, he was the only one that asked if he could touch me or help me. Everyone else just rushed to help me. But
That makes sense.
he offered, and so I wanted to accept that.
That's fine. Like I said, you just... It's all good. And Edie's just like shoving mozzarella sticks in her mouth. And if anyone around in any other tables has got like finger foods too, she's just been helping herself.
Did you want to get out of here before you get kicked out for stealing people's food?
If you want to go, that's fine. We can go.
Yeah, I think I do. There are a lot of people still looking at me, and I know most of them are going to start approaching soon, asking for...
I think it was the chicken.
What about the chicken?
The chicken.
Oh,
money.
the whole...
Yeah, that's what got them staring.
Yeah, look. Also, Edie, I never did any of that. I only performed. I was just a dancer.
What do you mean? Any of that?
Do you know about the birds and the bees?
I know about birds and bees.
Okay. How do I put this so it's not gonna get me banned off Twitch? Do you know about coitus?
About
Everyone's-
making love?
There we go. Yes, that's
Yes.
okay.
I
So
do.
here, you can use your permission to make love with the performers. I never did.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a dancer. I was just an entertainer. I got the crowd riled up.
That's okay. You can do whatever you want. It's your permission, right?
Yeah, but I was just. Why am I defending myself? Yeah,
Think
I'm
that
gonna
going
head.
to judge you?
No, I just. I ramble when I get uncomfortable. Look,
Why are
I'm
you
sorry.
uncomfortable?
Because I made you upset, and
That's okay. You're allowed to make people upset. It just happens.
but I don't want to make you upset, Edie. I don't want to make anyone upset.
Yeah, but that's impossible.
I know I can't please everyone.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Look, if you want more drinks or you want more food, put it on H.E.R.O.E.'s tab.
Mm-hmm. I'm
I'm sure
fine.
mine's already run out. I'm just saying,
Well-
I'm gonna go back to the discreet flame. I'm good,
Okay.
but I am sorry.
Want us to come, then we'll stay here.
I think none. Oh my god, it's Nanashi. I think Nanashi's still dancing. Quoras looks like he hasn't moved, and I don't know where Alma went.
All right. Well, I'll meet you back at the sacred flame. Sacred flame. The sacred.
The
flame?
discreet.
The discreet.
discreet.
Discreet flame. I'll meet you back there then.
Hug.
Yeah, of course. And he gives you a big hug, squeezes you, and once again doesn't let go until you do.
She holds on for a solid while, not caring that people are looking. And then with a jump, gonna get onto one of the tables. Grab onto one of the poles and sort of like swing around and flay her wings out to draw attention to herself again. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, it has been an absolute pleasure tonight. Thank you. Thank you and good night. And I'm gonna leave.
And with that, we will end our stream today.
Yay!
That way we can pick up with Quoras being like, what the hell just happened?
Why is my lap so sore?
Why is it sticky? Okay.
No.
Um,
Jesus.
No!
Nah.
There, you're
Spilled
back!
chili sauce.
That's it!
Spill some
Somebody-
sauce. Spill some
somebody
sauce
spilled
on
the-
there.
Omlin's not
Secret
even
sauce.
here to defend himself. Jesus.
Oh, there's ranch all over his
This
celery
is-
stick.
This is why you don't leave.
He
It's
had
not blue
wings,
cheese, it was
folks.
chunky.
There's blue cheese sauce, okay?
Oh,
No,
blue
that
cheese
works
is
'cause
worse.
that's
No,
chunky.
no.
It's chunky.
Oh fuck, that did make it
That's
worse.
exactly
Yes,
where
it
I was going,
did.
Robertables. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today. Thank you for the Zen episode where nothing shenanigan or untoward happened whatsoever.
And the points don't matter.
Come back next week where we should all be here, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
And we will finally get on the road and see what will happen there
With Alicia.
with Alicia
Yeah.
and maybe others. We don't know. You don't know who's all traveling with you. You only know Alicia so far.
Sinbar's coming along.
I was just
might
gonna
be.
say Sinbar.
You're not bringing North, you're bringing Sinbar.
Oh, yeah.
A whole new level of shenanigans can occur with somebody who can get you into pretty much anywhere with his words.
Yeah, but now we have a bard, so all of the jokes are going to be that much higher up.
Oh, no.
It's pretty hard to top us. We are.
But it'll be
It's
set
just
to
fun.
It's a
music.
little easier to
It'll
top
be-
Nanashi.
Intrusive fun!
Yep, last week was shopping, this week was throbbing. So next week, well, and throbbing and grinding.
Oh my god.
Next week will be the
Amazing.
thrusting. All right. So we are going to do a raid. So stick around for a raid. We are going to do that. Next week, you have Tails.
Tails does Tails. Back on
Tails.
Monday.
Is
Pew.
TPK still holding off for now?
Yeah.
I believe
Yep.
so, yes.
No TPK yet, and Tales of Misadventure is also on a little bit longer of a season break. So I think they might be coming back October time frame. I'm not sure on that.
This episode, Throbbins and Dragons. What?
Oh Jesus!
Dragon and Throbbin? What?
Nope, nope, no.
Don't nobody make the dragon joke. We know what it is. We can move past it. We need not sully ourselves.
Any further.
Love you all!
Until next week, be good, be chaotic, and love yourselves and each other. But until then, are you ready for more tales?
Always!
See you
I
next
don't
week,
know
everybody.
anymore. I don't know anymore. Goodbye, everybody.